You guys look like the two coolest guys on the field. Spring's over, relaxed, ready for summer?
Yeah, getting there. I'm ready for school to be over so it can be all ball from there.
You got finals coming up, and then, Cody, is that when everyone kind of regroups for the summer and starts thinking about the fall?
Yeah, we're in the process of making the plans right now. It's not a full schedule yet, but we kind of have some ideas of what we're going to work with, so we're going to continue with that, and it'll be good.
You guys were quite the tandem last year. Who bailed out who? Were you bailing out him, or were you bailing out Riley here?
No way, man. He bailed me out
I think
way too many times than I deserve.
It goes both ways. I think we both help each other. That's what made us so good.
When we lived together, I always made sure to bring home, if I went and got some food like a Beto's burrito or Little Caesars, I always made sure I brought some home for him.
Very
so maybe
smart.
some payback. Yeah.
Very smart. You made some spectacular catches last year. Now as you arrive for your junior season, a little more mature, a little bigger, a little faster, what are your anticipations for the year ahead?
I think we have a lot of potential as a team with all the injuries we've had so far during spring camp and from the last season. It just showed the depth that we possess, and we're going to be good next year.
Watching the last play of the last game last season and a few other highlights of the two you getting together, were there times, Riley, you just saw number 2 and just threw it down there?
Definitely. He's got those big, strong hands, and I knew if I just got it in his general area, he was coming down with. They just showed that Hawaii clip, and now here's him running after the catch. We were just talking about this the other day. We want to get him the ball in space. All but one of his touchdowns last year he caught in the end zone. We want to get him the ball in some space so he can show what he can do after the catch and maybe run a few in.
Cody, what's the secret to getting on the same page with a quarterback as a receiver when you're 25 yards away from him once you break the huddle?
It's different, but in high school, my senior year, my quarterback was a scrambling quarterback, so I'd say that definitely helped me, but it's just a lot of natural instincts just to see where he's going and just to find an open spot where the defense isn't.
Here's an example of the two of you on the same page. This red alert last play of the bowl game, which has become infamous and will live on among the great plays in BYU football. You got a few of those in store for the coming year where you're the only two guys that know what's going on out there?
We hope so, but we hope we can get into positions where the games aren't coming down to the last 11 seconds, but if it happens, yeah, we'll have enough tricks up our sleeves, and I know I can always trust this guy as well as the other. I guess that makes 9 guys on the field with us. We feel like we have a very strong unit and made up of guys like him.
As a scrambling quarterback and catching the ball from a scrambling quarterback, a play starts, Riley's back to pass. At what point do you decide, okay, I've ran the route I'm supposed to, he's running for his life, I'm going to go somewhere on the field? Is that just natural instinct?
Somewhat natural instinct, and then just kind of reading the play as it's happening. Once you see him out of his normal drop back or something, you know something's wrong, so you just got to kind of peel back and find somewhere in the zone.
You do something else too, you return kickoffs. You're going to do that again, and as we look back at that long touchdown run, which was really the spark against Central Florida, one of the big moments for you.
Yeah, I hope to return kicks. It's definitely an adrenaline rush that I like, and I want to keep doing it and maybe set some records.
Here's some video of that. Now, as a kickoff returner, there's the times where you catch the ball and you get nailed 5 feet from where you catch it, and then you have moments like this. What's it like when everything opens up?
It feels good. It just shows that watching film pays off because we found a weakness in their kickoff team, and we definitely exploited that. So it feels good to be able to do something that we haven't done in over 10 years, and hopefully we'll have more next year.
With weapons like Cody and Ross Oppo and J.D. Falsliv and your core of tight ends that'll come back healthy, and your running backs, how do you manage distribution to keep everybody in the game?
Well, that's what it is. People always ask me, who's your favorite guy to throw it to? And my answer is always the open one. Right? So in all the successful offenses that I've been in, there's been very good ball distribution. Back in the high school and then any good college team, you look back at Max, and yes, he had Austin, yes, he had Dennis, yes, he had Harvey, but everybody had 25, 30 catches, and then you had your couple guys who were kind of your security blankets. I envision us being very similar to that this year. Cody will get his touches, but everyone else will get even distribution, just like in the Hawaii game. I feel like was a good microcosm of what this next year could look like.
Half your team was banged up during spring, which seems to shift some importance to the next 3-4 months before Washington State rolls into town, just to get everybody on the same page. So you had 8 linemen out for spring drills. Cody, what needs to happen to get all those guys back in over the course of the summer so when fall camp starts, everyone's on the same page?
They just need to be able to do what they can, not come back too fast and re-injure themselves, because we need them come the season. So feel like they just need to do what they can and take it slow, and eventually they'll be back.
Yeah, and you've got a time where everyone needs to be here, ready to go?
Yeah, September 4th, right? That's what we got some guys who are really antsy, and they're trying to push it too far and not do what the doctors say. I said, hey, we need you for September, or whenever our first game is. But that first weekend in September is when we need you. We don't need you for June. As much as we'd like to have you, we don't need you, so don't rush it back and do something stupid to where you're back in a sling again, or back in crutches, or back in a boot. So we need everyone healthy for that first game, and as many reps as we can get with them healthy before that, even better.
Okay, well, good luck with finals and conditioning.
Thanks.
And we'll be talking about Washington State here before too long.
Yeah, can't believe it.
Riley, Cody, thank you very much.
Thank you.